British DJs, an American voiceover. It's the Harley and Josh Show.
It sure is Harley.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on?
So before we recorded, we were just talking about the band Reno and Rome. We had a nice sort of discussion with them the other day outside at this studio.
Yeah, we had a gang of us, didn't we?
I do find it happens around here.
Yeah, on Norwich Road.
Yeah, sort of around the South Street area, that if you stand in one place long enough, a musician will pass by.
Appear, yeah.
And then you're stuck.
All right, boo, you heard it. Talk about music, shall we? Yeah, that's it. We've just sort of looked like some kind of very scary gang that would be sitting there sort of clicking our fingers at the side of the road. Hey, you! What kind of guitar do you play, huh? Get out of town! Cool. So what have you been doing then, Harley?
Oh, I've had quite a good weekend, actually. I started off my weekend with a Friday, like most weekends do.
Nice.
And
that's always good.
Yeah, we spoke last week about the Lady J and the Troublemaker.
Yeah,
gig.
you did.
And that was a great fun gig. It's in a tiny little pub called the White Horse.
Is that in Swefflin?
In Swefflin.
Swefflin.
And it was quite an intimate gig. There was no power. I took a busking amp just so you could hear my bass.
You have all the power.
I have all the power.
I have the power. You put the H in He-Man.
I certainly do.
Yes. So you just had that amp for just the whole. Yep. Did you play electric bass or double bass?
Electric bass. Yeah. And but all our vocals were done purely acoustically.
Oh, very nice.
Along with the acoustic guitar.
It's dangerous for your voice sometimes. I found that from busking.
Yeah.
Is that, of course, you just start to push your voice so much more because you want to get some more volume out of it. So at the end of the show, you're like...
Yeah.
Quite technically, specifically like that.
Exactly like that. How do you spell that?
I want to say all R's. Just... Anyway, yeah, so that was cool. So how many were with you?
It was just me and Lady J.
Okay, cool.
So in the past, it's been Lady J and the Troublemakers.
Oh yes, you did say this.
Often it's usually
troublemaker singular.
Yeah, but I was the only troublemaker there that day.
Troublemaker and mates.
Yeah, so in the past we've had Nick Brown on guitar.
Oh yeah, cool.
Dacre Peck on drums, also Raina Vandell on drums as well. So it's often a bit of whoever can turn up and make the gig at the time, because they're often quite last minute, these bookings. But
that's the beautiful thing about the wealth of musicians that we've got around here, that if you are sort of stuck, you're not really stuck because you've got enough people to talk to.
That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's nice, mate. Did you drive?
I did. Yes, it was.
It's a nice drive up that way.
Yeah, which to be honest, it was a shame.
On the A12, isn't it? As in north A12.
Yeah. You go up and then off and through some bits, over some trees, and you dig a little hole and you're there. Yeah. But they have some really good ales there.
All right, yeah.
And I was like, I'm driving. She said, I tell you what, we'll do... They did.
Is that Suffolk for eels?
Eels.
Do you think Geordies always sort of get the wrong thing with it? Have you got a nice eel that I can drink? There you go.
End up with a slimy
this
snake
weird,
fish.
Slippery fish. Hey, why are you serving this in a pub, you crazy person? Anyway,
I went for a drink and got
nice
electrocuted.
Ales?
Yes, and I was like, I'm driving. So they got a particularly strong flavoured ale and did a shandy with soda water. And it tasted really nice. Didn't taste it watered down at all.
Nice.
And it meant I could have two of them and still drive home.
Oh, wow.
Because it was only like
1.5%.
Yeah.
Because science.
But they're really good at their drinks. There are always good. They're always special, like real ales and stuff like that.
They often do live music there, then?
Yeah, they do. Often, it's always acoustic stuff. It's a very small place, so you're literally playing in front of a table where people are sitting around.
Nice.
And
that's always good. Yeah, so it's quite intimate then.
Very intimate.
So you've got to look people in the eyes.
You have a conversation with people between songs.
During songs as well.
Oh yeah, certainly.
You played it a bit wrong, didn't you, Bowie?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But the crowd are also really nice as well. They're always there for a laugh. And like I say, there was a couple of bits where we fluffed some sections up, and they laughed with us rather than at us. And you know, that's kind of really nice.
You always do need a fluffer in a pub, don't you?
Always.
Yeah, you do.
And then I went on to Saturday, which was a long old day.
What happened?
Well,
what happened?
It was the Rock Project final showcase for our 7 to 18-year-olds.
Oh, of course, yes.
And so we were there at 11, setting everything up. Well, we were there a little bit.
If you're listening, 11 o'clock in the morning is very early for musicians.
Oh, it's way too early. We were there until rehearsing till 3 o'clock with the kids, making sure everything was tight. We had the sound set up. Gavin from Punch was working the desk. We were making sure everything was perfect and went well. Got to 3 o'clock, the show started at 4, and I had to leave.
Straight up.
So I missed the show, and when I first started teaching there, I was already had this gig booked, so I couldn't make the showcase, and I really wished that I could have made it.
Any videos coming out?
There are some videos there's a private group for the students and their parents and stuff of them doing stuff.
Of course, yeah, you can't just release videos of children online.
Being under 18s, I'm not sure how much.
It's a bit dodge. But, you'll be able to watch them and you'll be able to feel proud.
I watched some of the videos this morning, actually, and was just so proud. We had one student who had jumped in. I think she came in about 2 months ago, having never played a bass before. Right. And about 3 weeks ago, she'd not played with the band yet.
Right.
And we tried her up, and she sort of did a few bits. She got a little bit lost, and she came off, and she had a bigger smile on her face. And I was like, how was that? She's like, yeah, I messed up. I don't care. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, great.
And she practiced loads and loads and played it flawlessly today.
That's so good.
And I felt so proud of all of my students, as well as all the other instrument students as well, because
you know the struggle they go through, so they can get to that point. It's the hurdles you got to jump through for you to be able to just go up on stage with something you're unsure about. We do that with every weekend now, because we've done stuff like that in the past, where it's just been like, oh god, it's terrifying. You get the terrifying bits out of the way early on, and then later on down the line, it's just like, I could just go unprepared anywhere I go.
That's it. You can get away. Well, I'll say the gig I went to, I played at in the evening, was with a band. I thought I'd met the singer before. Turns out I hadn't. So I'd never met any of the band before.
Brilliant.
Met up, soundcheck, did the gig. And that's... anyone who doesn't do that, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds just stupid.
Anyone could or even
just
would want to do that.
Just meet someone and play with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it is very much seat your pants in. It's a very hard gig, but it's so...
What kind of stuff were you playing then?
It was a function gig, corporate event.
Right, cool.
So it was a lot of...
Brighton, you said it was?
This was down in Brighton at Grand Hotel with some of the best food ever. But we'll get onto that later.
All right, yeah.
So, yeah, that was absolutely sort of incredible just to sort of be able to jump on a stage and play with a load of people for the first time that you only met a few hours beforehand.
It's quite euphoric, isn't it? Really, it's just
it's
sort
great,
of like, wow,
yeah.
You get to really kind of know somebody when you play with them a lot of the time.
That you do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me and my bandmates, we know how each other play so well, and we know each other's sense of humour so well that's it. Just sort of like you'll just sort of listen in and you'll know where somebody's going.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was all your gigs this weekend?
That was my gigs for this weekend.
That concludes our news section. What Harley did? Did Harley do stuff? Yes, Harley did. Let's find out. The jingle needs work.
Yeah. I think you should work on that. Totally keep that and work on it for next week.
Yeah. So can you guess who played keyboards on that one then, Harley?
Is that Mr. Adam again?
Oh, it was Adam Walden, wasn't it?
Oi.
Gorgeous man. So yeah, that was Piers James and Unfinished Business featuring Imoni, and both of those guys played at the Three Wise Monkeys on Friday. We had a fantastic bill. It was £3 to get up to the top floor at Three Wise Monkeys. If you haven't been there, it's a lovely, lovely little gig venue. I say little, it's got like 4 floors. It's it's great to load gear in, but I'm not going to moan. But so
I was going to say you look quite well toned.
Oh,
actually,
thank you so much.
Probably from that gig alone.
I've got a nipple slip going on here as well. You can't see that.
I'm into it.
I know you are. Right, so yeah, we had Imoni kicked it off with Adam Walden, and there was some real nice, chilled, soulful, creamy stuff, where it's just really chilled out. Just sort of some Erykah Badu and some great sort of versions of dance tracks. So yeah, when that went into Impilo, the guys.
The boys.
The boys. And yeah, just a fantastic set from them. A new song I hadn't heard, which is called MIA, which has got some really great sing-alongy parts. It's got kind of reggae, kind of dub feel about it. But they were on point. They've really been rehearsing. They're actually rehearsing here in Punch Studios tonight. So if anybody's listening and you want to gate crash a great rehearsal, it's a free gig, innit? Just bring them some beers. I'm sure they'll be fine. But yeah, and then I played with Piers, Adam, and Aaron, and it was a complete jam. It was just so fun because we knew the songs and we knew the set list and stuff like this. But it was just, with those two guys, that whatever kind of comes out, it's going to work. If it's in the right key, it's the right tempo, then boof, you're off. Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, we had a great turnout. It was a really nice, like, sort of a really nice, diverse crowd. Because, you know, when you have a genre-specific night, you kind of expect genre-specific fans.
Yeah.
And then that can be a little bit terrifying because you're sitting there going, all right, crikey, they might be a little bit... Yeah, exactly.
They know what's good.
Yeah, so they might be quite, you know, nitpicky, but actually no, it was a completely diverse crowd that sort of, you know, was into lots of different styles of music, which you can tell, which I think is kind of a bit of a resurgence of in hip hop.
Yeah,
you know, there's less sort of segregation of grime and old school and new school stuff. It's kind of that whole thing of just like, let's get some real talent and musicianship involved in this, and and it's really refreshing to see, to be honest.
I was talking to Raina Vandell the other day, who was the drummer for Sleepless Wild, who were a similar sort of thing, a rapper with a live band, and yeah, they're
a fantastic band,
really good. And he said,
so Eddie Parkinson and Flex went on to do Grey Code after them.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
And but he was saying how annoying it was that they were doing what is now a kind of, there's a scene for that now, yet they were a little bit sort of in their own area at the time, and if they were still going now, they'd have loads of gigs, they'd have loads of bands to support, they'd be able to support loads of bands because there's a little bit of
it's more
of a scene there now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, live hip hop has been going on forever.
It has,
It's just, it seems to be having a resurgence of that, which is great.
It's the Harley and Josh show. Yeah.
Now we continue with our new section. What did Josh do? There we go. See, that one was better than the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just because of the
Saying from an objective standpoint here, obviously.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one. Yeah. So yeah, just getting on with what I've been doing this weekend. I had a couple private gigs on Friday and Saturday, which was nice. It was one of them was a wine merchant.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I don't drink at gigs though, so that's so unfun.
Did they give you a bottle to take home?
No. You know, we got paid, so I'm happy.
I did a gig at a brewery once.
Oh yeah,
and it was 4 hours away from.
You organised a pee up, did you?
I wish I organised it. It was quite well organised. No, it was a wedding at a brewery, but I was my home was like a 4 hour drive home. Mm-hmm. And even
so, you drunk the entire way.
I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, totally. No, I wouldn't mind having a drink when I get to a gig. But I was like, it's a long drive home. If I have a drink, it will make me tired, and I'm don't want to risk it. So I bought like 8 bottles and took them home and drank them all.
Goodness me, that's it's rock and roll for you there. That's rock and roll for you there. All right, cool. Well, I didn't do that with a whole bunch of wine. But, we did have a public show because we had played a good friend of mine's wedding on Saturday, which was quite interesting. It was at Glenham Hall in Woodbridge, so it was very, very posh. It looks like Wayne Manor from the beginning of Batman versus Superman. It was really, very grandeur, quite scary. But actually, they were playing. We were playing acoustic in the field next to it at this big teepee tent, which was really beautiful. I mean, so it was just all held up with big wooden struts and lots of flowers everywhere. It looked like something from Glastonbury, to be honest.
Nice.
Because I played Glastonbury. Blah 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 blah
did
blah
you?
blah. Oh yeah, did I not talk about that?
Oh
loads?
no.
I
Nobody
totally
knew.
didn't talk about that enough, did I?
Good lord. But yeah, we did actually have a last minute gig on Saturday night,
Wonderful.
Which was because Midnight Road, unfortunately, couldn't play at the Black Tiles because their singer, for the first time in 20 years, had a problem with his voice and cancelled a gig. To be honest, a track record of 20 years without cancelling a gig.
I think that will be allowed.
I think he's allowed once, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, my good friend Chris Burness said, can you fill in for us? And I was going to be hanging out at that wedding, but to be honest, when you hear a bunch of punters can't have music on a night, you're sitting there and you go, that's more important, really, isn't it? People got to get entertained, haven't they? So that was a really great gig. It was Rich Murray and I doing the Lockabillys at the Black Tiles. It's a lovely gig. Have you played there before?
I haven't, no, but I've had a lot of people.
We've played there, probably, right? And when you were a kid, because the sort of the little play bit in the area in the back with the jungle gym and the sort of like sort of bits you climb over and everything like that. I just remember we're setting up and I'm looking at these things, just going, my God.
It used to be so big.
Yeah, it used to be huge, and I was standing next to them and I tower over them. It was boring. I mean, I've still played on them, but of course.
But yeah,
so that was really fun. And it finishes quite late at the Black Tiles.
Were you gigging on the Sunday?
Yes, because I had a second gig with the very multi-talented Goofer Dust.
That's it. Because I said I was going to come to that, and I didn't.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I noticed, and I was upset. But
I had a rehearsal.
It's fine, man. No, this
sorry.
is the life of being a musician. Don't say sorry, man. No, it's the same thing that I say to everybody. When you are in a band, you rarely get to see bands, which is the actual sad part of it. But first world problems.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. I didn't get to go see a gig because I was playing a gig where people were clapping me. You got it so hard, haven't you?
I was stuck in a shop in a
just between the cheese and the milk.
A cleaning supplies shop at a rehearsal with Mementos, because that's where they work.
Right.
So, and as it was shut on Sunday, we just went in there and rehearsed.
That sounds dodgy. It sounds like it's like Breaking Bad, just sort of cooking music in the back.
Yeah, just sitting there playing, go your own way or something like that.
Up.
And I was looking over, I was like, oh, there's specific cleaning products for cleaning off red wine. That's very good.
That's good.
And they said,
at least you can take the wine into the practice.
I feel like this is an advert for Aquajet.
Well, until you said that there are other companies available, just so you know.
It's not the BBC. We don't have to do that. We don't have to tell them
There's
that.
a sign on the wall that says, "I was shopping in Tesco the other day. Other supermarkets are available." Right?
I didn't read that.
See, you got to read the signs.
Yeah,
read the signs.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a tip for when you're out dating, Harley, which you won't do because obviously,
yeah. I've still got to read the signs.
You still got to see the. She's flirting with me. Run away! Run away!
More to the point of, oh no, Nikki's annoyed with me.
Run away! Yeah, cool. Right, but anyway, go for Dust. We play loads of sort of different stuff from the Red Devils. Do some real dirty blues, some real kind of weird reggae sort of mix of things. But it was my first time playing with them after really understanding what the vibe is live with them, because my first gig with them was with the Grand Old Duke of York, which is now closed.
Yeah,
we've lost the Grand Old Duke of York.
Such a shame.
I saw Daniel Harvey yesterday, and it was really sad. It's just just not enough attendance and things. So I don't know if you're listening to this and you are one of these people that is constantly moaning and saying that there aren't enough big venues in Ipswich for live music. This kind of thing is your fault because you're not going to the shows.
Shame on
smaller venues. If you're not supporting the smaller venues, you're not going to get a bigger venue. So if you see another venue that's struggling, you go to it. You don't just wait until they make something better. You just go to it. And you never know what you'll find out. You might really be impressed. Right?
That's it. Totally.
Okay, sorry,
certainly.
Preach over. I'm going to do this every single week. Josh's preach section.
We've got another jingle.
Another jingle.
Hey!
There we go. Oh man, I'm just whacking them out today. Bashing them out.
You do realise I'm going to cut all the audio from this and then put music behind it?
Oh god, that's great. Only if it's string sections and it's all like Benny King.
I'm thinking...
Or Sam Cooke. I'd love that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So what's going on now then, Harley?
Awesome. Well, should we talk about what we've got coming up this weekend?
Mate, you go first.
Well, I think we're both going to be there because this Friday we have Meg Burrows.
Meg Burrows' album launch, exactly.
Hey!
I cannot wait.
Nah.
Especially to hear all this. Stephen Foster has it for his album of the week, actually.
Does he?
So yeah,
Wonderful.
he will be playing tracks off that tonight on his Drive Time show.
Brilliant.
So if you're about between sort of 5, 6, and no, it's between 4 and 6, I believe, with Stephen Foster's show, and Meg will be on there tonight. So if you're listening into BBC Suffolk, check out Meg Burrows' new album launch. So that's going to be at St. Peter's. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not, other radio stations
are available.
Exactly. Mostly IR radio though.
Totally.
So you'll be playing that with Meg, and
I'm not going to be playing. No,
you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there with Rich and Murray to be supporting her playing on stage beforehand. What else you got coming up this weekend then?
I've also got this Saturday. I'm going to be playing with Remedy at Dexter's in Felixstowe.
Oh, lovely! That's a nice little gig.
Yes, yeah, it's a standing gig. I think Pat, their current bass player, couldn't make it.
Nice.
They asked me about it quite a while ago.
So who's going to be with you and Remedy then?
I don't know.
So you got Mark.
With
playing drums?
Steve Mortimer on guitar.
Steve Mortimer. Oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be on drums.
Well,
maybe Greg Sitherich. I know he's been
cool.
playing with
Greg's
him a lot
good,
recently, so I think he's he's sort of a full member.
Yeah, nice, mate. All right, cool. So what else you got going on? So you got the Remedy show and Meg Burrows thing.
Got the Meg Burrows thing, and the rest of the time I'm going to take it a little bit easy.
Yeah, okay, cool. Or what you could do is we've got Ratitude coming up on the 22nd, which I believe is a Friday, right? Yeah, that's the Friday.
Saturday.
No, it's a Saturday. I'm remembering because Friday is with Meg. Saturday is Ratitude up in Rattlesden, which is a sort of Berry's sort of local music version of Latitude. So it's just outside of Bury, near the sort of the Five Bells pub in Rattlesden.
Wonderful.
That's going to be Impilo are playing during the day. They're opening it up. And myself and Jason, the Lockabillies, will be performing between 8 and 9 to help close down the event.
Wonderful.
So that'll be really cool. And also we've got, on Sunday, the Felixstowe Carnival.
Of course, Felixstowe Carnival.
That's going to be pretty mad, right?
Yeah, no, I'll probably be around for that.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Today.
I believe we're on at 6:30. So yeah, you can come down and check us out, guys. You know,
sure.
if you're around in Felixstowe, if the weather's nice, it's right next to the seaside. It's right next to the leisure centre, as they've got the new beachside events area. Yes. Last year they wanted to put it on there, but the grass was very new, so they didn't want people trampling on the grass because that'd just be totally people trampling on glass would just be too un-rock and roll, wouldn't it?
Oh, totally.
Totes.
Just totes.
Totes and rock and rolls.
Yeah, no, Carnival. I don't know who else. Do you know anyone else who's playing the Carnival this weekend?
I know Shane Baxendale will be.
Cool.
As well, so Shane and the Corrados will be, so that'll be fantastic.
I think he's also playing Sunday evening at the Hand in Hand as well.
Oh, fantastic. No, they're like, if you like rockabilly like I do, Shane and the Corrados are a fantastic band to watch.
Really good. Really well done.
Whenever somebody tries to book my band and I can't do it, Shane Baxendale and Ed Gaskett and the Rockers are the first people I will go to recommend.
Yeah.
As well as the Frets as well.
Of course.
Craig Phillibrook, the guitarist, was in Goofer Dust.
Yes.
And so we were having a big old chat about rockabilly last night. And it was, it's great to play with them. It's the first time I've been able to play guitar with another guitarist.
That's nice.
That isn't metal with, apart from with Tom McCarthy, for ages. So that's been really fun. Cool. So what we plug in now then, Harley? We've got to plug everything.
There's a few other festivals. There's one. Here's an interesting thing. We got a fake festival at Christchurch Park this weekend as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. Is that Sunday?
Good question.
That's a good point. Well, fake
it's
festival
this weekend.
But you did hear Reno and Rome at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
And they are supporting these big acts.
Yes.
Well, people pretending to be big acts like Queen and The Jam.
It's weird how it goes like that. Yeah.
And The Who, wasn't it, I think, as well? I can't remember.
Yep, I think there's an Ed Sheeran tribute.
All right, mental.
There's not a Royal Blood tribute or a Johnny Cash tribute, which is...
So we should really be there, shouldn't we?
We really should.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeez. But no, Reno and Rome will be the ones to go for, really. Yeah. Of course, you'll enjoy the music from everybody else, but Reno and Rome will be the ones that you will discover something.
And just to clarify, this is the real Reno and Rome who are playing, not a tribute band pretending to be Reno and Rome.
Rome and Reno, yeah.
Yeah, Rome and Reno.
Romulus and Remus.
They were already at another gig, so the real thing had to stand in.
No, exactly. Well, they are gaining popularity.
Yeah, it's only a few years before we should start up a tribute band.
Yeah, we should for Reno and Rome now.
Yeah, sure. I don't think I've got.
Down with that.
I wouldn't be able to sing like that.
I can't sing. Like
no,
Toby.
We'll have to work on that bit, but we'll push that. I like the idea of like doing a big festival like that because not everyone can afford to go to some gigs. Where you have these big bands, these big festivals or big shows.
And some of them aren't even touring now.
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the original lineup of Queen aren't still together for some reason. So then you've got this tribute band with a very good Freddie Mercury impersonator at the front.
We had one. We had Thorpe Fest the weekend before last, and they had Rhapsody playing, and they were great because they were like Spanish. I think they were Spanish.
Really?
Yeah. So it would sort of be like, oh, sí, señor. It's like under pressure. That's my best Spanish accent, just so yeah. But I loved it. I loved it because it's just it looks like Freddie, sounds like Freddie in the middle of songs. And you're like, it's good music. That was more Italian, wasn't it? Oh god, just so insensitive. So what else you got on your list there?
Our one of our two listeners from last week, Mr. Simon Goldsmith, a.k.a. Harry Isaac Presley.
Experience.
Operation. Harry Isaac Presley. The Harry Isaac Presley Operation.
Oh, yeah, because of the hip-hop, right? No, I remember now.
Hip-hop, for short. Is playing on the 23rd of...
That's Isaac's, right?
Is it Isaac's?
I believe that's Isaac's.
I wrote all the information down apart from where it was.
Wow, we're terrible at this. But I know that I saw that it's going to be next Sunday. He is playing at Isaac's, so that'll probably be between 3 and 5. But I saw that on the toilet wall in Isaac's, so I got it from the horse's toilet. You got it from the horse's toilet, and that's a very good show, very funny band. Yeah. He's a funny guy. Yeah, very funny, and he classes himself as a tribute to Elvis tributes. Which doesn't make sense, but when you watch it, you go, okay, I get it now. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I think that's kind of the most of what's sort of come up on our radar so far for this weekend. That's it. But there's always more to talk about. Make sure you tweet us for things you want us to talk about. Yes, that's at Harley C, right? At Harley C on Twitter. Yeah, I'm at Lockerbillies. Wonderful, and we'll see you next week, guys. Yes, we'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye. It's the Harley and Josh show. Yeah.